morning, or depending on when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always told, out of Voice of Radio, so today we need to talk about a bunch of new products. Now, I'm going to be perfectly honest with you, right? We got a bunch of new products, and most of them I've got images for, and I will obviously show you the images, I'm not really mean, but there is one product we don't have images for that we actually really need images for, which is a little bit sad. But I want to start off showing you a new image of something I showed you the other day. It's the Giratina V Tin. And the reason I need to show you the Giratina V Tin is really quite simple, because the other day I told you that I assumed it was an alternate art reprint. However, we could only see the artwork, and obviously, judging just from the artwork, you can't actually see whether it's alternate art or a new card, which is a little bit annoying. So we kind of had to wait a little while until we had confirmation of whether this was a new card or an alternate art reprint. Being a tin, it was likely to be an alternate art reprint. That's what we all assumed. Well, good news, ladies and gentlemen. We now do have confirmation that it is an alternate art reprint of Giratina, rather than being a brand new, mechanically unique card. This is what we expected to see, but that's not really the point, ladies and gentlemen. The point is we now have confirmation that this Giratina V is an alternate art, so it's not going to change up the metagame. I'm expecting Giratina Vs to be good, Giratina VSTAR to be a good card. So now it's really nice that we've got confirmation that this is, in fact, well, an alternate art. Yay! Okay, I'll let you decide if you like the art or not. For what it's worth, we did get images of the Rotom and Galade tins, but they give us no new information, so let's not worry about it. The tins, I should say, have been confirmed for an October the 14th release, and they're going to cost $25. That is, of course, the American version of the tin. The European version's generally a bit cheaper, but only have 4 packs in rather than 5. But we've also got confirmation of the Virizion V Box, and I'll be honest with you, it is exactly what we expected it to be. Here's what Pokémon have said. Unleash the verdant winds with Virizion V. Go green and bestow justice with the legendary power of Virizion V. Tend to your allies with the verdant wind ability, and then go on the offensive to deliver powerful strikes with the Emerald Blade attack. In this box, you'll find playable and oversized versions of Virizion V, plus a bonus playable card featuring Keldeo. You'll also get a handful of Pokémon TCG booster packs to give your deck a boost before your next match. So it's your classic V box, you get yourself your promo, your jumbo promo, and 4 packs. Although remember, nowadays they have started giving us an extra promo that is hollow that wasn't before, or something along those lines, and now we do have Keldeo. Interestingly enough, this is the only Keldeo it actually could have been. We've only had one Sword and Shield era Keldeo, at least a, single prizer. This is the one from Astral Radiance, which is fine, 10 plus 20 more for each of your bench Pokemon. It's not really the point, it's just cool, and it's a nice little extra card that we get here, which is rather lovely. That is also coming out on October the 14th, and it's a Pokemon V Box that is costing $20. Yay! Now, here's what's really super weird. Because you see, I told you that we were going to be getting a couple of new battle boxes. And I told you that it was very, very likely that they would feature Deoxys and Zeraora. The reason I believe that to be the case was that there were free promos in, and it would make sense that they would give you the VMAX, and the VSTAR of those relevant Pokemon. And that is exactly what we've got. Now, it is worth pointing out that at the moment, we don't have an image of this particular product. Okay, you may have just heard that and thought, hang on a second, Wassy, the images have been on screen since you started talking about them. Here's the deal, future Wassy. What happened was that when I recorded this video, we didn't have images of the products. Then yesterday, we had the reveal of the new Japanese set, so this video got pushed back until today. And by the time the video actually went up today, we did have images of the products. So if I do make any other references to not having images, etc., please do bear in mind that was true when I recorded it, but we now do have images, and that is awesome. We do have the official description though. Choose your battle form with Deoxys, or send in the storm with Zeraora. Pick a mythical Pokémon to stand by your side. Each one arrives as a trio of powerful Pokémon V that can take your deck to the next level. As a side note, remember VMAX and VSTAR do count as Pokémon V. You can evolve Deoxys V to harness the high HP of Deoxys VMAX in defense form, or the devastating V-Star power of Deoxys V-Star in attack form, or evolve Zeraora V to counter your opponent's strategy with the hard-hitting attacks of Zeraora VMAX, or the Lightning Strike V-Star power of Zeraora V-Star. You'll also find an awesome oversized card showing off the featured Pokémon V-Star, booster packs, a strategy guide, and a V-Star marker for battle. So we have the confirmed contents here. Each one of these has a foil promo featuring Deoxys V or Zeraora V, an etched foil promo featuring Deoxys or Zeraora VMAX, an etched foil promo featuring Deoxys V-Star or Zeraora V-Star. Remember that V-Star and VMAX are what we like to call textured cards. Officially, they're etched foil. The V is not described like that because that's the thing. And then you get an oversized etched foil of the V-Star, 4 booster packs, a strategy guide, a V-Star marker. So this is rather lovely. This is good. Here's the problem, though. Oh, I should say that they are coming for $30. Yay. And I believe they are also releasing on the 14th of October. Yeah, there's a theme. Products that are released at the same time tend to be revealed at the same time. So this is brilliant, because they had those decks over in Japan. Maybe I should be embarrassed that I bought both of them. Maybe I shouldn't. It's a moot point at this stage, because, totally already have. But the point is, in each of those decks, you got the V, the V-Star, and the VMAX. They were exclusive. We had to get them at some point. And then when we saw the battle boxes being released or revealed, this made sense. Interesting to note that the previous battle boxes were actually quite different. These were the ones that featured Blastoise and Venusaur. And you got yourself the VMAX with a jumbo and a set of sleeves, but you only got 1 promo rather than 3, although they were again exclusive to the boxes. And this is all kind of expected, honestly, and kind of lovely, and this is exactly what we were thinking. Also, $30, essentially they're like a Pokémon V Box, except you get the VMAX and the V-Star, and the jumbo is the V-Star, not the V. It's an extra $10. You give me a V-Star and a VMAX, extra $10. Yeah, honestly, that sounds nice. Although I do like you also get a strategy guide to use these cards to upgrade your deck. I will be very interested to see what that is. Here's the thing though. They also went and revealed the new V Battle decks featuring Deoxys and Zeraora. Usual deal, you can buy them as individual decks or you can buy them as a double deck featuring both of them, which is rather lovely. The thing is, these are the regular artwork of Deoxys and Zeraora that came in the decks over in Japan. These are just the regular art Deoxys and Zeraora. Which leads me to a pretty big question. Oh, as a side note, I should mention the V Battle decks are coming out on October the 14th as expected. And they are going to retail for $15 as expected. Or the double pack is $30 as expected. And there will be 8 additional trainer cards, including 2 foil cards, in the double pack. Yeah, they're V-Battle decks. We've seen them at this stage. As a side note, don't expect these to be hideously playable. Expect them to be mainly bought for the Pokemon Vs. We all know at this stage that the V-Battle decks, they're nice little products. They're great for learning to play the game, etc. They are generally not stocked full of super playable cards, I think it's fair to say. But here's the thing, we generally buy these because they are alternate art, and up until now, every V-Battle deck we've ever had has been alternate art, with 2 exceptions. The first 2 we got were the Blastoise and Venusaur V-Battle decks, and they didn't come with alternate art, and the reason was extremely simple, because they were exclusive. They weren't alternate art, they were exclusive. We have never had V Battle decks, which are just straight reprinted Pokemon V from somewhere else. They've always been alternate art, or they've been these two exclusive ones. That is the lone exception. So, if we look at some recent V Battle decks, we could look at the Lycanroc and Corviknight, that of course are alternate arts, they're existing cards, but they're alternate arts. We've seen these before. You could say the same thing for the Gardevoir and Victini, or the Rayquaza and Noivern. You see where we're going with this. These V Battle decks have alternate art. Which is why I really want to see the product image of the battle boxes for Deoxys and Zeraora. But of course, like I said, when I recorded this video, hi Future Wassy back again, we didn't have the images we now do. We can confirm that the Pokemon V artwork for Zeraora and Deoxys is exactly the same in the V Battle deck and in the battle box. What that means is, if you really want the Pokemon V, you might as well buy the battle box to get the VSTAR and the VMAX. To put it really bluntly, there's no real reason to buy these V Battle decks, because they're probably not going to be hideously playable. As always, when we get the deck list, I'll share it with you to let you know. But they're not likely to be hideously playable and full of staples. That's the League Battle decks. And now they don't even have alternate art Pokemon V, because the Pokemon V can be gotten in a better product. So I've got to say, this is probably a skip from me. Okay, let's see if we can put this into the video without it sounding too weird. Generally speaking, what I say with the V Battle decks is, buy them if you want the alternate art Black Star promos, because they are generally numbered as Black Star promos, or buy them if you're teaching people to play. But if these are just straight reprints, then my advice will have to be, buy the battle boxes and buy any other V Battle decks. At least you're getting alternate art Pokemon V, which are far more worth it. I think the battle box sounds amazing. I'm going to buy both of them day one. I am hyped. As for the V Battle decks, I'm not a huge person for buying these anyway, although I do think they serve an important purpose. However, if it is just a case of it's the same Pokemon V as in the battle box in the V Battle decks, do not buy the V Battle decks, they ain't worth it. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that's what I can tell you for now. Those are the new products, and now it's over to you guys. Tell me what you think about these. Tell me which ones you're picking up. Tell me anything you want to tell me in the comment section. Go nuts! Be nice. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at the Wassy. That's where we talk Pokemon and cards and Pokemon cards and all kinds of fun things. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can join the Discord, chat some Pokemon, get weekly bonus pods where I answer all your Pokemon questions, and get shout-outs like the lovely Oni Metachan, who is a very lovely person who has been supporting for a little while now. Thank you, Oni Metachan, for being, frankly, a very lovely person. But by far the most important thing, as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.